Hey everybody, happy Thursday. So I just finished shooting a video with Selene. Selene is going to have an upcoming show called The Return of the Divine Feminine. And she is going to have that on Gnostic TV. So she was inviting on women that she feels are very empowered and empowering, and bring in the essence of the divine feminine and have important things to say to help humanity. So I went outside to do a meditation before we were going to do the video. So as I was watching my sky show of beings and animals and energy moving, I was hearing Mother Earth has been given back her control panel, and that all that has been sabotaged through incarceration here on her planet, on her heart, we're now going to be freed. And so they were showing me this. So I asked my guides for clarity, and they came through like this. So I'd like to read it to you. So Mother Earth is saying, I have unraveled enough that I have my keys to my kingdom once more. They will sit in my heart of all heartbeats. I have been booting off those who have abused and enslaved me and my inhabitants. I am no longer owned and operated for the advantage of some at the result of the suffering of most. I am a mother, creator of patience and tolerance. I have grown through these lessons, and I am not rebirthing. I am the new birth of what shall come and what shall be. Nothing is written. We will begin to write through having and living through the light. She says, dig deep with a softer touch. Dig deeper with a softer touch. There is so much I can teach. What we balance here, we balance everywhere. You will learn at a quicker pace if you interact and allow loving space. It's about show and tell can remove what feels like a living hell. So I sat with that for a minute, and then I said, okay, wow. I don't know that I had Mother Earth ever come through me in a guided way like that. And so I was just sitting there in this very drowsy space, and I said, what can we do to help? And she said, stand firm in not supporting what does not serve the all. Stop participating in purchasing mass-produced products. Stop purchasing mass-produced products. And she was showing me all products that are not organic. She was showing me less is more. She was showing me cooking utensils that are full of plastics and chemicals. She was showing me cutting boards of plastic and wood that hold bacteria and microplastics. She was showing me to replace those She was showing me cookware. She was showing me foods all throughout my pantry and the grocery stores. It was like the showing me all this different stuff. She was showing me that when we ingest it, when we purchase these things, the container in which we purchase is tossed back upon her. She was showing me when we consume the containers and the contents within the containers, we flush it all back on her. Sweat, urine, feces, emanating energy from our body, etc. We put it all back on her. But so much of it is stored in the physical body, and the body can't take it anymore. And it's not just about our immediate body can't take it anymore. It is affecting the bodies of our offsprings. And it has been going on for a long time, but it has been going on full steam ahead for producing the mass abundance and reproducing products, engineering products, to mass produce volumes of products. And that's been going on since, I think they were saying, like right after World War II. Because they had to find something to do with materials that they currently had to create jobs and so on. But we've been poisoning ourselves and then poisoning the offspring, which is why we have a very ramped up of all this disease and discord within all of our bodies, neurologically, physically, digestively, organ-wise, brain-wise. Everything in our home that we're purchasing that is water resistant has chemicals in it. So many of these supplements that we're buying are junk. All this electromagnetic changes that are happening on Earth, and then the electromagnetic changes that are happening every time we're in front of electronics, and the power lines, and the fumes from cars, and now creating battery operated cars where those batteries will never, ever disintegrate. They are serving no purpose, she said. They're using electricity to charge, and then the container of what's charged that runs the car could be far worse than what the actual cars are now. So she was showing me all of this, and she was saying, own yourself in a high esteem, nurture and love all things. Be the organic that you are meant to be. Don't be afraid of the bugs. So we have a lot to learn. And in this divine feminineness that is in all creatures is being reflowed to the universe through her, for her, to fortify each and every one of us, so that we can rid ourselves of things that are not serving. They're actually stifling, suffocating, and killing us. And that we're killing the innocence of the next generation and the next generation after that. And that if we can back it up and get into our heart of hearts and we can stand in our space and literally love and bless the soil beneath it. It will help to filter and fortify the soils so it can combat all this mass producing. And if we say no to the mass producing and stick to organic and more natural products, we will serve a higher purpose to her and to ourselves. So less is more in quality versus quantity. To bless the water within the glass or the faucet and the pipes within your home will bless all waters around the world. Bless the trees and the plants within your presence will bless the trees and the plants around the world. There's an international communication system between all things. It's so microfiber optic. It's so micro inner optic. That everything that has been created in the last 75 years has come at such a fast pace. Not just for convenience, but for greed and to make things more simple, have actually taken away from the lessons of learning how to do things ourselves in certain aspects. Instead of baking a pie, we buy a pie. Well, maybe we're buying a pie from someone else that's baking it, so we're supporting them. But maybe now we're hurting the people that made the flour and grew the eggs. So now we need to maybe help them a little bit too. Maybe bake a pie, buy a pie, bake a pie, buy a pie. But using only the finest ingredients. And she didn't want me to use the word, this body is a temple. She said that goes without saying. But you can't treat yourself like one and you're living a false reality of who you are with everything that you're taking in and then claim you're a healthy person when you're discarding all of that onto her. And so the more that we say no to this mass production, we will send the messages to these produce makers, these product makers, that you're going to have to change your ways, that we will no longer accept this as a way of life. So Mother Earth just really wanted you to know that we're not being rebirthed. It's a new birth. It's a new way of doing things. And the old programs no longer serve, and we can't go back before those programs and recycle that. We have to literally let go of every single solitary program and start from scratch. And it starts individually with one person. So if I can fortify the trees and the water and the breeze and the soils by simply taking a few moments in gratitude, I'm going to do that as often as I can during the day. And I'm going to ask each and every one of you to do the exact same thing. Put your hand on the faucet that brings the water out, bless the pipes, and bless the water that is coming through there to your house, that it blesses all water from all reservoirs, from all bodies. Send it love. Bless the dirt and the soil that raises the food in which you eat and the animals in which they eat from the earth. Because everything cycles back. So how do you want to cycle back? How do you want to see moving forward your lineages cycling back? So the buck stops here, and it starts here. It's as simple as that. So the very first thing I want everybody to do is forgive what you've been getting away with, intentionally or unintentionally. Forgive. Start doing your research and reading labels. Do not bring harm into your domestic home and put it in your divine being. Much less put into the divine beings that live in that domestic home. Plants, fish, birds, animals, children. Bless the air that you breathe. Bless the trees and give them so much love that their vines go out and their roots go out and they internationally talk to other trees. Send your love deep into the core of Mother Earth and let her disperse it how she sees fit. Let her have more love. Set your intention in your conscious mind to walk her with more sacredness, because without her, you would not have an atmosphere or a platform to house this physical body, to do some of the things you came here to do besides the routine of living, working, dying, and maybe having some experiences in there. You need to be experiencing your life path. So many people are distracted. They have no idea how distorted that is, and you don't even know what it is. And that's why I do what I do. So that I can instill some tools to work with your physical apparatus, so that your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and your etheric can be the strongest, the most strengthened, intact footprint you can be in your demographic location. Because your demographic location is felt clear across the world. That's how important you are here, now. If I can help you on this journey, you know where to find me. When Selene's program comes out, I will have a link and we will promote it. Because there will be messages within messages that may help enlighten and may help lighten your loads so that you can break free of things that may have incarcerated you to thinking this is what life is. Break those chains, get out of that cell, walk away from the cages, breathe and live more freely as you allow and reinforce the breathing of all things here on Mother Earth's surface. So much love, you guys. So much love. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave me a comment. Hopefully I'll see you on another video or in a Zoom session with me.